Coach, what were some of your initial takeaways from the game today?
I thought it was our best game so far, which is obviously a good trend for us. Our shot quality was much higher than in the previous two games. I thought we created a ton of open looks and we're a bit unlucky not hitting those, but we were doing a good job on the offensive boards. We were giving up a lot at our in our own paint. We allowed again a ton of paint points, something we can do a better job of. And even though we rebounded well, it's going to be hard when you put the opponent a lot on the free throw line, especially in the first half with 21 made free throws and 28 for the whole game. So clear areas for improvement, but also very happy for our young guys in the end, coming back, bringing us back into that game and really fighting all the way through.
Coach, you addressed the paint scoring by the Hawks, 68 points. I know you're down, several of your bigs that can make an impact on that side, but what do you do to address that and correct that until they get healthy?
Yeah, that's one of the also specific challenges that the Hawks present to teams because they have sharpshooting big men also who can drag the primary rim protection out, and some of that is we got to do a better job at the point of attack. Too many straight line drives, getting to the rim too easily, and then the rotations behind this, stepping up early enough also when you're playing an athletic team like the Hawks, and then the rotations got to be in place then to help the helper also. So it is part taking pride in the individual defense and improving the ability there, but also being better connected.
How encouraging is it to just see your team go down almost 20 yet still continue to compete throughout the entire game?
Well, we need that to be the identity of the team, and it doesn't matter at which moment in the game we should be given everything we have. That's what everybody, the whole fan base and everybody in the team deserves, and the whole club. So that's what we want to represent, and it's happened in a couple of games right now that we played better in the second half. I think we just got to get used to the level of the NBA with some of our young guys, but I'm happy that we're making progress.
Coach, when Cedric Howard was in college, low post up was his major play type. But during this game, in the first three quarters, the Hawks let some small guards like Trae Young, Luke Kennard guard him, but he just stayed in the corner. So how will you use his physicality to build an advantage, especially in a mismatch in the future?
I'm not sure if I see it the same way. I thought he did a pretty good job being very physical, even off of transition, getting those early post-ups. Luckily, he got, I think, one offensive foul one time, got fronted from there. I think he got to the free throw line. He's a very physical wing, and that's something if other teams try to hide smaller guards on him, which they a lot of times look to cross-match the bigger wings onto our creators. We feel like Cedric is somebody who can definitely punish that, and that's really one of the biggest things with him is the combination of that skill and the physicality, and it helps that in college he's also gotten these reps.
Speak to Kenny's comfort level. 2 games now, 2 appearances now. He seems to be, moving well, shooting well, and being able to be a trigger on the defensive end as well.
Yeah, I mean, we've spoken a lot about the young wings and them getting the creation reps and secondary ball handler reps, but that's something Kenny hasn't really done before in his career. But so far, he's been very effective for us in those situations, making timely passes. He's a very good pull-up shooter. I think in the last 3 years, he's, I think, the 10th best long mid-range shooter in the NBA. So he's very effective with the mid-range jump shot. He brings experience that and poise in those situations. He doesn't force anything, and I think he's an easy player to play with. And then on the other end, defensively, he's very versatile. He can play in the protection as a guy who roams, or then at the point of attack. And just like everybody else, he's still not in full game shape, but moving very well towards that, and has always been a very durable player who's played a lot of games every season with a lot of minutes.
Cedric had 13 of his 15 points in the fourth quarter. Is this a confidence thing with him now as he mentioned at the last game that the game is slowing down. Is his confidence building now?
It certainly looks that way, and it's coming through his hard work in practice, and then seeing that in games you only need to repeat the things that you're doing in practice. You don't need to step up to a higher level. That's not how this thing works. And I think for him, the thing that it's like we always overestimate how much a player improves in the short term and underestimate how much a player can improve in the long term. And the reality is that he comes from a relatively low level of college ball, and he hasn't played for almost a year, and then we are talking about a cycle from Monday to Saturday. That's a very short cycle for a player to make big steps, but it's very encouraging how much better he played in the last game or in this game instead of the Monday's game.
I know we mentioned Scotty before the game, but any particular reason why Vince Williams didn't suit up today?
Yeah, Vince also had something come up, just small precautions, nothing serious at this moment. Thank you.